For real, I paraded in my underpants. The story of the Emperor's new clothes, as told by the Emperor. My name is Emperor Twill, ruler of the kingdom of Perdonia. Did you just giggle? Did I hear a snort? Well, I should be used to it. After all, I'm the fool who marched down the streets of his own city wearing nothing but his underpants. But I have to say, that totally embarrassing parade helped save my kingdom. So please, stop your snickering and let me tell you my side of the story. A while back, the kingdom of Perdonia had a real problem. People were too nice. We had traffic jams every single day. Everyone wanted to be everyone wanted to let the other guy go first. Losing teams would always get one more chance. Ball games went on and on. The players fell asleep. People didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, so they didn't say what they really thought. That led to some very bad ideas. A water park for cats? Bad idea. A tarantula day? Bad idea. That huge chocolate fountain in the very middle of the town square? Very bad idea. Sure, I could have stepped in, but when everyone else is always smiling and agreeing, it can be hard to speak up, even as an emperor. The day the town square closed because of all the flies, I knew it was time to make some changes. I couldn't do it all by myself, so I set out to finding someone who could help turn my kingdom into a real nice but reasonable place. One day, two tailors appeared at my palace. They offered to make the finest outfit one could ever hope to see. They weren't really tailors, though. They were actors. Their names were Walton and Skeet. I'd hired them myself. It was a test to see. I asked the actors to pretend to make invisible clothes. I wanted to see if any of my advisors would be bold enough to say something. Walton and Skeet worked day and night. I checked in on them every so often. I loudly praised their work. So many colors, I would say, and that pattern, so enchanting. My advisors squinted and scratched their heads. What what do you think? I asked my first advisor. Little beads of sweat popped up on his brow. It's very fine work indeed, he said. And you? I asked my second advisor. He bit his lip nervously. Words can't describe it, he replied. One by one, I asked my advisors to tell me what they thought of the amazing cloth. Not one of them told me the truth. They were too afraid of hurting my feelings. Soon, Walton and Skeet started sewing the clothes during a fitting. They pretended to fuss about a jacket, a robe, and the pants that weren't there. And no one said a thing except, ooh, ah. Surely someone in the kingdom knew how to speak up. I had to find that person. I knew what had to be done. I made plans for a grand parade. We had musicians, horses, jugglers, acrobats. And finally, there was me. Me, Emperor Twill of Perdonia, marching down the streets in my underpants. As I went by, people stared, but they clapped and bowed, just like always. No one would speak up. Was I embarrassing myself for no reason? Suddenly, a child's voice rose from the crowd. But he hasn't got anything on, it said. I stopped in my tracks. Who said that? I shouted. Me. I did. It was me, came the voice. I made my way through the crowd, so eager to meet this brave child that I somehow forgot all about my clothless condition. Walton tossed me a robe, a real one. My outspoken hero was a young girl. Grown-ups bobbed around her and whispered, "Shh, say you're sorry." I waved them away. "What's your name?" I asked the girl. "Frankie," she answered. "Tell me, Frankie, do you think cats enjoy water parks?" I said. "No, that's silly," she said. "Cats don't like water." "Do you like celebrating Tarantula Day?" I asked. She shrugged and said, "I think it's kind of weird." "What do you think about the chocolate fountain in the middle of town square?" I asked. She wrinkled her nose. "Too many flies," she replied. That settled it. I'd found the one person in the entire kingdom who could help me turn things around. Thanks to Frankie, Predonia started to making a lot more sense. Ball games ended when they were supposed to. Traffic flows freely. Tarantula Day has been replaced with Donut Day. And now the chocolate fountain is gone. We've just got a normal amount of flies. So you see, I'm not a fool. I was brave to do what I did, and now everyone in Predonia can be a little bit braver too.